tweeted, "Free Andrew and Tristan Tate. It would be a national humiliation," he said, "the United States to allow the UK to extradite them to American citizens over trumped-up Me Too charges. The same country that persecutes white people for speech while importing rapist migrants." So you can see the way the political wind is blowing here in certain quarters. The Trumps have historically been, reasonably friendly in terms of their view of the Tates. Does this change that?
I don't think so, Piers, because it's limited to what the Trumps can do here. So first off, what hypocrisy for these internet influencers to take the side of the Tates when they are some of the leading voices against Epstein and the so-called Epstein class. Well, how is this any different than what Epstein had done? At least the accusations are just as serious here, but yet they take up for these guys. I don't know the difference other than I guess they identify Andrew Tate with themselves and the MAGA movement. But even if Trump wanted to do something here, the court system is independent. The only thing that the Trump administration could do if they wanted to is that at the very end, when the courts have ruled and they're about to sign off on sending them back to the UK, the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, could block it because he could say that this is a political prosecution, and that would violate Article 4 of the treaty between the US and the UK. But that is almost never the case. I mean, that has happened once to a diplomat, not someone like this. And does the Trump administration really want to be on the side of these notorious manosphere, misogynist, pro-terrorist individuals? I don't think so. And remember, even in the MAGA movement, there's a split when it comes to the Tates, because Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, and his attorney general have been trying to get them arrested in Florida. They've been investigating them. They want them out of our state. We may be the free state of Florida, but not for these guys. And so I think that this is too much of a hot potato for the Trump administration to stand in the way of an ultimate extradition.
A final question. If they were convicted on all counts of all these charges, what kind of sentence could they be looking at?
The rest of their lives in prison. I mean, and that's just in the UK. There's also charges back in Romania, and there's an investigation still underway in the United States. So I do not think that the Tate brothers will be able to go back to the life they're used to. I think that their academy, their school, which gives out PhDs for young men to try to be misogynists like them, the PhD stands for Pimp and Hose Degrees. I mean, that tells you who these people are. So I think they're facing the rest of their lives in a prison cell.
David Arenbo, thank you very much indeed for joining me. I appreciate it.
All right. First of all, I don't think the Trump administration is going to touch this with a 10-foot pole for a couple of reasons. But I don't think anybody, I don't think JD, I don't think Rubio, I don't think anybody is going to touch this. One, because they've done some egregious things. We're not just talking about you spoke out against the government. You spoke out against the right or the left or the middle or libertarians. No. And I don't think anybody, and I'll say this, and I've said this before, if you're going to, put yourself on a pike for any kind of political point, make it something that benefits the people, aka a fair tax, aka the Save America Act, something of that nature. Don't ruin your whole possible career for the Tates, because trust me, they're gonna be back out there doing degenerate stuff because they are degenerates. If you sacrifice your career, JD, you sacrifice your career, Rubio, or whomever, for them, they're gonna go back out there and be degenerate because that's what they do. And you have given up any political leverage, any political power that you could have gained that would benefit the vast majority of people by sacrificing for this. Because can you imagine what it's going to be like, what it would be like to try to be in a debate series where you've come out against the quote unquote Epstein files, you came out against that, but then you literally sacrifice your political career for somebody that should have been on the Epstein files. For all we know, it might be. Like, that's crazy work.
I think it's a bad decision politically to touch them. I personally don't think they care about them. Right. That's where I look at it, especially because of the charges. I mean, if Trump is a smart man, which I imagine him to be, then I'd imagine that he wouldn't even bother touching this, saying anything, especially because there's so much heat around how they fumbled the Epstein stuff at the moment. So you're just going to give the left more ammunition, which they don't need. The left doesn't need any more ammunition at all.
Right.
And JD even admitted that they fumbled Epstein on Joe Rogan the other day.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you got to also look at it from this perspective. I don't even think the Tates care about Trump that much. I don't think they care about JD or Marco Rubio. It's only what they can get from them at the end of the day. Like they'll use people to their advantage if they can. So, yeah, I don't think the Trump administration is going to touch this with a 10-foot pole. They'd be stupid to do it. But, stranger things have happened, haven't they?
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
No. All right, let me real quick. I got a couple of supers, and we're going to take a station break. I'm going to clean the palate and get ready because you got to get yourself ready, man. We're going to take a quick detour into a little bit of candy just to, clean the palate, get ourselves ready.
Oh,
But before we do that, all right, but shout out. Thank you so much. Jay, man, you bringing all the love out. Thank you so much. Says, love what you do, Jay. I'm assuming they mean JWhit, but it might mean Jay Parent as well. So there you go. All right, we got Anna says this 440 gems. What is this? Unk alert. Am I unk? What is that?
You're unk, man. You're unk status.
Am I unk status? I am. I mean, I'm old. I guess so. My niece and nephews call me uncle, but I guess I'll take unk. It's okay. Drop that dingbat in the chat for Jay. We need a t-shirt.
Lots of them.
Thank you for the 2 amethysts. Now I can put together a t-shirt. You want me to do that?
Man, if you can put together some t-shirts, I'd love to get people.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah. I need a manufacturer in the US. That's my main problem. If I can get a manufacturer in the US, maybe you can help me out and sort it out for me. But I can do the Work Dingbat t-shirt for everyone because I know they're pretty popular. I've just been waiting, man. Say less. We'll have something ready by the end of the week. Don't you worry about it. Thank you so much. With the 200 gems, the flow state. We're in the flow state. I don't know what the gems are, though, but I appreciate it, though. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the JWhit Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.